Oh, Myers gets tagged up, damage down to 9 HP, and Plopsky's going to peek out and try and take them out of play. Yesterday, we did want a little bit more out of Plopsky, but he started to deliver towards the end of the series, actually looked incredible. And Frozen, he's able to come in, res down, Plopsky replying back, and he's going to look for more. He's got a second kill, and back and forth we go, but it's NIP, they're out on top. More fourth for them, and Mousesports going to have to dig deep to pull this one back. They haven't been able to find the site just yet. Now they've lost the bomb as well. Acore up on top, taking an elevated position for the kill onto Linus, but there's still 2 players left here from Mousesports, barely alive on Acore, and his health is down, and now just Rob stuck in between a couple of frags now. Luckily finding Plopsky. Looks back up in towards construction, but spotted out by Device. Pissed around for NIP. Mousesports versus NIP, but on the other side of things, because Ents played well, we do get to see the Mousesports NIP game, and Ents were just tearing through everybody yesterday. NIP maybe a little bit off the ball, but Plopsky certainly not off the ball in this round, at least trading out 4v4 as Mousesports look to set up into the B site.
Ooh, Device round from the side, nice early kill before the push can properly come in towards him. Should be fairly comfortable at this point. He's got backup of res. The rifle has been dropped, but not much more doing here. Acore in the back lines.
Do they flush him out? They've got 1 Molotov available, but it's not being posted up just yet. Looks like they might just get the lineup, but they're not going to check it. They're not going to clear out res. He gets 1. Hamper steps up as well, but kills are coming back in here from Mousesports. They find 2. Now they're going to go for the bomb plant, but with 20 seconds left, you've got Hampus and Device still over here causing problems, and that'll be enough to deny the bomb plant. Device comes over the top to win the round, and NIP just disciplined on the A-bomb site, not giving away any opportunities. Frozen and Dexter starting to walk up the ramp, and Rez holding, but Acore spots him. Bimas coming in as well. Shots in the rifles in the AWP, delivering huge openings from Mousesports, and Dexter, he's even followed up. It's just Plopsky and Device, and this is the kind of round you needed out of Mousesports, right? We want to see them get into the game early. Looks like they want to try and finish over towards B, and Device, it's not an easy player to take down, but they've got the strength in numbers. They should be able to find the opportunities, but Device, he's got the guillotine out. He's taking the head off Robs, and he has slowed things down a good bit, and Mousesports, they're going to respect it. Get behind that Molotov. They slow down the time. There's still 50 seconds in place. They don't have to commit anywhere just yet. Well, we'll get to find out very shortly. Of course, taking a look at what you've got coming up here, NIP have plenty of money due to their flawless 5 in a row. Mousesports have only just got on the board. And was that early ramp success for Mousesports? We'll see how NIP decide to go with it going into this one.
And this is where it is going to be quite hard for the CTs to recover.
Oh.
Got a nice flash over the top, but Acore lands the shot while blind, and Mousesports extend their advantage.
Yeah, it was a nice flash for everybody involved. Everybody got blinded by the flash going over the top. It's just the kill comes in for Acore. Hampers getting rid of Dexter, at least poking and prodding, pulling the round back a little bit. But again, it is still that man advantage with a minute left for the Mousesports side. And they're going to get Hampers into a little bit of a nuisance position. He continues to go aggressive, trying to find some more information. But as that is happening, on middle, there's a fight going down, and Robs has won the battle against Device. And now Linus finally arrives to the server. His first kill so far. He might just be able to get more out of it. But unfortunately, Bimas is the quicker of the young players. And he hits the headshot. Frozen follows up. And it's 2 rounds for Mousesports in a row, finally arriving to Vertigo.
This is also just a mad A stack, by the way. Like, every CT is on A.
I think you get away with this sometimes. Actually, the tendencies to go in towards the ramp early from the T side, but Frozen going up, getting 1, can't get back for the second. It's quicker from Hampers to reply, but there's a timer on how long you can afford to go for these gambles, right? You have to send a player back over, at least towards CT or construction area. Utility starting to come in for Robs. Definitely going to heat things up, but they've lost the bomb. Plopsky's got aggressive with the AWP, and he's found Dexter, and that's the bomb down on the floor. There we go. Round is done. Once you lose the bomb at the bottom of the ramp like that, and you just have no control of it, you know, you can't really afford to go around the corner there. You're most likely down anyway. Device. This time, he gets the AWP again. Minus gets aggressive, could flash in from Device to help him set that kill up. He nearly gets away with the second. Unfortunately, he couldn't, so smoke goes down from Device. Again, we've seen a lot of him yesterday putting up the utility to get these kills. He's got himself a double from it. 3rd kill from Device. Played to perfection. Absolutely nothing you can do if you're Mousesports. You've got 1 man holding on, and everybody falls. Device is a 1-man army. And Rops looks to try and overcome. Spots out Device's head on the jump up. Gets info at least, but the rest of the cavalry still in the B site. Rotations have even come over here for NIP. Not giving anything away. They know who's against them. Eventually, Rops realizes he has to go into the fight, and that's exactly why the ult was posted up there. Kill comes in. NIP in these ramp early engagements. Dexter's going to try and play in the smoke. He gets spotted on the run back and Res just before the flash pops. Got his crosshair into the right spot. Nails the headshot. Dexter down. If you've got a player like Device, you can allow him to do this. So this could work out for them, especially since they're up an extra 2 players. They can make these quick rotations over as well.
The stairs angle and finds the tight head. Another shot from Device. Quick fire double on the B-bomb site. And even when it looks like he's about to get caught off guard by that boost, it ends up working out in his favor. He's shooting his teammate now.
yeah. Line is doing like 50 team damage. Now Device gets shot up as well. Betrayal. I wonder if you get banned for team damage. I don't think that that's usually off.
Flashes at the ready, but Hampus is at the ready on the flank. I think he might be checked here though. BMAS is watching, but he still goes down. Great shot from Hampus. Probably not a fight he should be winning, but he's not going to get away with his life. Rops runs him down, and now Nip want a bit more aggression. I thought Rez was about to take that fight. Indeed he does, and his AK has been sharp so far.
It has been crispy. They need a few rounds on the board now for this Mousesports side. And Plopsky up on top of default box, a confident angle, one that's difficult to really be aware of when you're coming around. You don't find many players checking up on top of those boxes as the priority angle. And there is only 30 seconds to pull this off, so this construction fight is everything. If they can find Linus, it just opens up that B side.
Oh, Linus was caught with poor timing, but he still gets 1 kill. And it's all up to Dexter now, 19 seconds, but he wants to fight. And Plopsky ready on the angle. He's been doing a good bit of AWPing so far here on Vertigo, and we just saw Mousesports play it earlier on too. That was not as convincing from them. Went to overtime. It was a really close one. Oh, wow. Hampus has been getting that kill a few times now.
I really do feel bad for Mousesports at the start of these rounds. They're just getting absolutely wrecked in the initial fights. What can you do when you're constantly in a 3v5? I'd love to see a stat just how many 3v5s were there just at the start of these rounds, because it feels like the vast majority of their gun rounds have been, and Rob's unable to even get a kill in towards construction. Lions has done a pretty decent job in towards that area.
Because BMAS, the youngster, just getting set in. I think BMAS has realized, you know what, my dad's just sending me into a bloody suicide mission here. I'm going to send him in first.
Yeah, I like that, Alex. And the kid survives. Dexter down first, Daddy Dexter out of play. And now BMAS 1v5 gets spotted by Plopsky, and he'll even just about fall off the map. And 12-3 half coming in from NIP. Vertigo certainly looking good for them.
Why would it be? The fact that it's called the Nip Burger just sounds hilarious. Just imagining a burger with just like a little nipple on top of the bun.
Oh no, X-rated contact. Get back to the action here. Pistol in, over the top of construction. Plopsky finding Dexter, and now Rob's just looking down the stairway. Linus is coming in quickly, and NIP continue their dominating and rampant run over these Mousesports players. Just 1 kill on the pistol so far from Mouse, and it's been off BMAS. He's yet really to find much more. He's only got 4 kills so far on Vertigo, and his pistol round even ends to the hands of Linus. So 13-3, I'll be up there with him, just taking their time, making sure it really is clear that there's no one in the pesky corners, and now he's going to find A-Core, and the confirmation of Mousesports, their biggest nightmare that they go A, has happened.
They've even got a smoke so that Rez can just fully focus on CT. No assists for Rez right now. He's been a headshot machine so far in this game.
Hey, you really are going for the French accents today, Alex.
Hey, doing well. Bringing you back to...
We found out in rehearsals, ladies and gentlemen, that Hawker can count to 6 in French and German, so...
Counts to 10 in German, I'll have you know.
Oh, yeah. Multilingual, you know?
Yeah.
So many languages you've got. What else you got in your locker?
That's about it, really.
English, French, German. Need to add something else in there. Next time, give us some Mandarin, Alex. That's why I want to hear in extra rehearsals, okay?
Bit of a shame. Assemble that boost. Rez has got to be careful. There are players close by. A-Core on the other side. Gets headshotted. Rez doing it yet again. Device coming into mid. Nice timing on the peak. Catches Dexter in transition. Nip have instantly bounced back in this round. And that molly is going to force Frozen all the way back into the waiting arms of the AK. Any sort of semblance of hope that Mousesports had has been stolen away from them.
I think Maui Snake obviously is a bit of a philosophy major, I believe. So
A bit of a philosophy major, not a proper one.
bit of a philosophy major.
If he was a real one, he wouldn't be here, would he? Or just gave up on it entirely, because there were just so many rounds where they were getting picked through those smokes. I mean, obviously it's unfortunate, but it's really not gone according to plan. And maybe now they can get something going on their CT side. They've got an early kill at least.
They got 2 early kills, so it's a fantastic start for them here. Maybe they've bought into the Maui Snake philosophy. We'll see if it works out for them. And Device, he's going to try and catch out Dexter up on top. Got a little bit of an inkling he was up there and finds the kill quickly. And now he's looking for a second victim. Rops might just be his prey. He knows he's there. He spots the backpack. Rops has brought a big backpack to score. He's got bullied for it. Device has got rid of him. Plopsky follows up. And suddenly a round that looked good for Mousesports is back into a favorable situation for NIP.
I love how we just cut to the different POV and A-Core's just flying through the air with his knife out. It's not gone well for Mousesports. Frozen has to try and save them. 90 ABR on Frozen right now. Been doing all right on that front, but he needs to win this one. He's got another kill. 1v1 against Plopsky on the bomb site with the bomb, but he's not planting it just yet. Finally decides to commit to it. Frozen's playing the patience game.
Was back in. Frozen for the 4K, cannot find it. Plopsky secures it. 16-3 coming in for NIP. It's not really much of a game right there. NIP very, very comfortable. There's not a whole lot to break down.
Well dressed and well prepared for the occasion on Ancient. I should probably get a nice coat on for it, but hey, we're getting into it. We're good to go into Ancient, and we are starting with Device. Wow, what a couple of kills he's got early. It is all action all over this A-bomb site, but it's only Rops remaining. Nice tap onto the first, but 2 more to find.
Well, Rops is left alone. 1v. Of course, with Rops alive, you know there's a slight chance, but there's a slight chance up until Hampus arrives, and he comes in with a headshot. He's been fantastic so far, Alex. Dexter's going to try and hold for this smoke push. Linus and Plopsky hide inside it, and they've made a body blockade. He can't walk through that, and now Plopsky's so ready for the pre-fight. Comes in. Dexter luckily gets one, but traded out quickly by Plopsky, who turns around again for the follow-up.
That's more like it from Plopsky. I think this is where he's at his best, when he's just forced to fight constantly. I think he can make the most of his aim there when he gets into those scrappy positions. We see it in that scenario where he probably overperforms and he gives his team the advantage.
Oh, A-Core is going to miss the shot, and when you're investing so much money into that orb, you definitely want to be able to get something out of it, some output if possible. Especially when you're down a player, that could certainly have been the difference maker. Now Hampus has been boosted up, but it's spotted, and the information passed on. Instead of taking the fight, Bimash just calls to his teammate Rops, who was just waiting outside of Elbow to come in, and he topples the tower of players, and suddenly we're back into a 2v2. 40 seconds left.
Both Mousesports players having almost full nades too, so they could try and cause some commotion with that. Or they could just wait for the rotation, because Rops has found a little hidey hole, and he gets another kill from that position. It's all on Rez to try and lock down that bomb. He's decided to reposition while BMAS gets that bomb back, but with 20 seconds, they have to commit to this B-bomb site.
I like this. He knows he just has to delay the time, but he goes out into Rops, and what a round from Rops. Waits for the information to be passed on. He waits for the time to strike. He comes out of Elbow. I'd like to see if that continues into this one. It's certainly a good start from Mousesports. See if NIP can pull off the retake attempt. Flash around the corner. Somehow Rez doesn't get the kill. A-Core, Dexter, and Bimas all getting kills, one after another. And as Linus now with nothing to do but try and pick off a few players as he leaves the site. A few parting gifts perhaps, but the round is done. And Mousesports get themselves another.
Linus just chilling in the temple, but at this point, he's going to be locked in it. BMAS gets him on the flank.
We've also seen this exact setup, not between these two players, but for NIP yesterday. Works out pretty well. Frozen Goes on in, seemed to be aware of the second, but it doesn't matter. Rez, double kill off the USP. And now they've picked up weapons. Dexter looking to try and do something about it. Hampus has gone down, but they should realize Rez is still in there. They know he's taken 2 of their teammates out, so they have to be aware of that. Device, oh, he's fluffed his lines. And Rez has gone down as well. And that might just be the chances of NIP stealing this round away. Gone with it. Rez steps up with a big double, but the rest can't, unfortunately, line anything up. It was golden opportunities, Alex.
It's such a deeper angle than you'd expect it to be. There's just no real good solution, I feel like, for clearing that out right now. So whenever teams have pistols, I like them stacking it. No save for Linus this time.
In this one, they've got the rifles out again. Device is actually going in towards A main, but they're running them down. 2 players aggressive for NIP. Will they expect a second here? It doesn't even matter if they did, because Device misses all of his shots. And now the attack from Mousesports has a lot of potency with it. They attack in deep, and they've taken every single kill. They can lock in their plant, and if you're NIP right now, you don't have money. So you've got to go for the save call and concede this bitter round.
Linus decided he wanted to just fight to the death, and as soon as he goes down, the chances that the round go down with him. Nice exit kill from Hampus, who will tuck back into spawn.
Every time they spot one, they get their kill. So Device is relocated, and we'll be playing on this close corner, spotting down in towards the B ramp, and he's found 2 kills somehow, drops back, nearly a 3rd kill, but that's more like the impact you want to see out of Device.
2 AWPs on the retake though, and there's a lurk from Rops, which is going to keep them locked in. So bomb gets planted, they're going to start to set up some retake utility. Rez seeing if he can go for it, and that shot may allow them to attempt this retake. Rops is still pretty far away from the action, so it's mainly going to be up to Frozen to slow them down. He's been only getting 1 kill so far on this map, but now's his chance to make sure he can step on up. Plopsky's watching for the flank. They're tapping that bomb. They're causing all sorts of chaos, but they're still not on the defuse. Frozen about to go through the smoke, gets 1 kill, and there's just no more time. Plopsky desperately looking for a fight, but he's not been given it. I'm pretty sure he's just dead to the bomb here. No way out. Rops is going to try and chase him, but they both go up at the end. Mousesports with another round win.
I have to say, Alex, M4A4 is just better, so...
Oh, there's a filthy non-believer. All my M4A1S homies in the chat. Call him out right now. At Dinko on Twitter.
Yeah, 3 people in chat now adding me, so thanks for the 3 followers. But Linus peeking out over the ledge. He's found himself 1, but he's found a Glock headshot to his face right there, quickly from Frozen. And he's picked up the AWP, but 15 seconds, obviously, the round is already done here. Device is holding for it. It's not going aggressive, so Frozen doesn't walk back into him, luckily gets the AWP over. But like I said, you know, NIP definitely not giving up the fights as easily as they were a couple of rounds ago. I think they were giving away too many kills too easily, and there was no trade potential. The team play wasn't really there either, right? There was a lot of peaks coming in without flashes.
Mousesports have made their way up through mid, though. That means Dexter's in a very powerful position to cut off this rotate.
Oh, Dexter indeed. Just 1 though, didn't wait for the second opportunity, and Device just holds. It's the trade kill very quickly, and that puts NIP back into that favorable situation. Bomb not planted yet, and Device is still looming, lurking around the edges of this bomb site, and he gets closer and closer. There's the shot. The no-scope in from Device. Re-peeks out into A-Core, who does take his kill, but it is short-lived, thanks to Rez, who was up in the temple praying away with his M4A1S. This is the best time to go, and they're walking right into a stack. They're walking into 3 players who are ready for them. Plofsky's in that close cover. He's going to be mollied out. He gets hot and heavy in there, and Bimas, he deals with it. He's ready for it, but Device's no-scope on the edge of the smoke has kept it even. As NIP have to think about the retake attempt, and Device gets boosted up. Lots of cool boosts you can do in towards this A site, or B site, should I say. You can try and find lots of little angles to get those kills back. We've seen it from Device yesterday, but not finding much from the top just yet, but eventually gets the lineup. A-Core down through the smoke, and now it's just Dexter and Frozen. They've just got to hope that they can just hold on to this site as the time runs dry. His Device finally missing a shot. Frozen's not. And it has to be the fallback. Device has to run away. Couple of nice shots there from Device, but the hole's not good enough, and his AWP even falls. And hit round for Mousesports, finally tasting victory again.
With the molly in towards Cubby, they cleared out all the positions they needed to and played the post plant well. And that means heading into the last round of the half, Frozen with 2 early kills, getting one straight through the smoke.
Yeah, Frozen, that's not a bad start. You cannot complain about that one. Minute and 20 seconds left, Alex, and we're at this point somehow. It's been a quick one. Ball goes down in towards the A site. Linus trying to find something, but it's Plopsky that gets an important kill. That actually turns this into somewhat of a doable situation. There is a kit on Linus, and that's the only one in play right now. Good utility still left. Because the round was so quick, Mousesports have so much utility they can use there. So Molly goes down, gets smoked off, and NIP, they're not winning the round here. And, you know, nice save last half. Just nice. They're going to save the last round. There we go.
Well, Mousesports will be fine with that. They'll take that. They probably had it in the bag anyway, but an even easier 9-6 lead for them at the half. Not even having to get all the kills.
Pistol round begins, and it's NIP playing that contact play in towards the A side. They start to walk out of A man, and Rops is holding. He's going to be the first player to spot them out, and that utility starts to come up. Nice clean headshot to start off the pistol, but he gets traded out quickly by Plopsky, and now it's Akor's turn. From the temple, arises one and a second, a third kill from Akor. These rounds, these kills, they're just so clean from Akor. That is a beautiful pistol round from Mousesports, Alex. Every single shot was just sublime.
That might make it a bit more difficult,
yeah.
But who knows? We've got a B-rush.
Well, Bimas starting to walk forward, Frozen. He's going to walk up and get a double kill. Dexter as well on the USP, popping and taking himself kills. Rez and Linus just hoping they can somehow make something out of this round. And Linus running forward with his Tech 9. Rez also getting one, and eventually they do start to fall. Rop's lucky to be alive there. Stays alive on 6 HP. And upgrades.
We've got a couple of smokes and flashes, and that might mean Nip just try and use pace to their advantage instead of the nades.
Well, that's certainly the call. Straight into the cave. It's going to be one kill for Bimas. Device trading out, but Frozen's going to keep it from an advantage for Mousesports. They've got 2 players inside of the site itself right now, and Rop's coming in behind. Oh, it's Rez who's ready for that. Just turns around, knocks his head off, and now Akor is up. Might just be what is needed. The big boys might have to arrive to the round to shut down the nuisance that is the NIP attack. And Akor, he is hitting beautiful shots now. Goes back again. Unfortunately, couldn't find the follow-up. So it is just going to be Rez.
Still has a smoke if he wants to use it, but may just try and use the element of surprise, tucking himself into a corner, keeping himself near that candle for warmth, but Mousesports themselves might just huddle together and try and force the trade frag.
Yeah, like penguins, but we gotta hope they're a little bit more of a predator. And Frozen, well, just like a penguin, takes the kill from behind. Rez is looking the wrong way, and Frozen making sure to add a little bit of BM on top.
14-6 lead for Mousesports. I think Nip have been, I'm not going to say pugging, but they've been pretty loose so far. They've been switching up their spots. They've been forcing a lot. Ouch, that's what happens when you go for the early mid play. The nades and the mollies combine, spam in from Dexter for even more damage. This is why you don't go for that early mid control, folks. You are going to get wrecked.
Yeah, mid control with no utility. You're going to get absolutely destroyed. It's like a big bowling ball. I don't really know. This isn't the Ancient we've seen from NIP yesterday, but I love it. And it's going to be Hampus running up the ramp with a P90, unable to get anything out of it. And now NIP, well, 4v4, they've got the bomb site, but Mousesports are in behind them. They've pretty much trapped them in.
They just have everyone rotating over. The bomb's just being planted as Dexter arrives on the flank, and they're not ready for the man to be behind them. It's going to be a round win for Mousesports. It should be the game right here. Device in a 1 versus 4. He's going to try and peek, but Rops denies him. 16-6 Mousesports in the end.
Yeah, much better performance coming out of Mousesports as well. NIP handing them a few rounds, Alex. Some questionable economic decisions, but let's see if they've got anything up their sleeve for Mirage. Hopefully, this is a normal game of Counter-Strike. The Eagles in the pistol round.
Well then, we will see exactly how it plays out. Plopsky's already got a kill with it. Linus, oh, one of his own. There go the Deagles, doing everything as you expect them to. Linus with another headshot. It's just the new meta, Digco. It's being spawned right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, right ahead of the curve. 5 steps ahead, NIP. And while Frozen with the headshot, Linus down in the bomb plant starting to come in. Dexter's chipped away, should I say. And now Hampus left in a 1v2. P250, a lot to figure out in this round, and just headshots for Hampus onto Dexter. Now 1 versus 1 against Frozen on 3 HP. Hampus is going to play with his foot, draw him into the trap, but Frozen hits the headshot. That is so quick, and Frozen now using Hampus as a trampoline. Device thinks better of wanting to take that fight and drops back into short instead. It's going to be Linus. Oh my god, Rob's turning around and hitting the headshot. The MP9 right between the eyes. And a 3v3 with 50 seconds left. That ramp control could work out very well if Robs can delay. They're still worried about him. Oh, the timing as well, and the re-peek out. Device falls as well, and now Robs is running down, looking to deny the plant, taking shots from Palace. Can't deny the plant. Eventually will go down from Hampus up in Palace, but Robs has given them a real chance in this round. This is a big pop-off, and now it's on to Dexter.
His teammate still needs to clutch it. Dexter taps the bomb. He's ready for the Palace player, but the time is so far against him. Hampus playing it so patiently, doesn't even decide to peek initially, and Dexter realizes the round is lost. Hampus even gets him at the end. Nip comes through with all those AKs, and the force buy pays off. Maybe the one Dane getting injected into the mix just threw all the balance off entirely. Who knows?
Yeah, it's not pure joy anymore.
Exactly. A-play should be fine for Nip in this round. They've already got a couple of kills. Akel's just burning. He doesn't even want to fight. Just conceded, and hey, he baits him in, I guess. Frozen gets a Zeus kill. Kind of ends up working out.
Yeah, I mean, 4K for Hampus, you'll pad those stats, and like we said, we were talking about stat padding a little bit earlier on today.
If they don't watch their back here, Nip could get caught off guard. These close angles aren't easy to clear out either, so they are going to sell this B fake, but it could be costly.
Oh, Bumas gets out Deagle. It's finding everything, but Frozen's in behind. Hampus's head is gone. Device is there as well. Nice snap from Frozen, second in as well. Mousesports, that is the round you need, and that was beautiful.
Frozen sitting while Acor wants to find an angle. He's so close, but he's not ready for res.
No, he's not at all. And Res just comes in below. Nice little headshot up vertically. And Frozen commits that fight. And because he had to commit so hard, he couldn't reposition back for the second opportunity. And goes down quickly to the reply. And now Device and Plopsky. 2 versus 3. A man down in this clutch. Plopsky spots the jumping players in Palace, but Device has to be the player that delivers the kill. He spots the feet of Dexter. He's got big feet, and that's going to kill him. Plopsky looking up Palace, spots the jump, and it's going to be Bimas. Just peeks out with the info gathered from his teammate, and that'll be the kill that might just win them the round because Device has to come through the murder hole, and it doesn't matter for Device. He bites back. He hunts down Bimas, finds the headshot, and good movement to get up in towards short, and he gets a good timing there as well. Ropster's jump spotting, nearly got over there in time, but with Device getting over quickly into short, that allows him to get the bomb plant, and he knows the position of Rob, so he knows he has some time to play with to get this post plant.
Might not even need it if he just gets the kill outright, but he is going to pull that molly out. Oh boy, that's just going to completely... Oh, Robs is just clueless, man. This is so sad.
That finally spots him. The Device is just playing with his food. Lovely round from Device. And great clutch coming in. That was absolutely sick, honestly. Quick movement out of the window room.
That they kind of like gave Acor the fights, in all honesty. Certainly that second one, so not ideal for Nip. I think they are playing pretty loose right now, but that could work. Linus with the one tap. This kid is really on one today.
Yeah, Linus, I think he's enjoying this. You know, the fact that it's just freed up, pressure off. NIP clearly not fully focused in on this one, and Linus is loving it. Just a time to shine. Show us what he's made of. Show us why he's a professional player. How he's got, first of all, to the NIP young team, right? That the young ninjas is hard enough task to get to themselves, and now he's made it all the way to the top tier roster. It's a great round from NIP. All started with that initial fight in towards the A site from Linus. 2 kills from him.
Put them under pressure, force some closer range fights. That could work. Or if they dry peek you, Akel's got a chance to do something. He misses his first opportunity. In comes the push towards short. Plopsky's jumped into the flames.
What?
This is absolute madness with the AWP. This is like an art play right here.
Yeah, through the fire and flames. And it's going to be Plopsky. Oh, but, you know, Art usually gets the kill there.
What is happening?
Able to pick it up. Knife kills inside of the smoke, but it's Robson the double kill with a Deagle. Dexter as well. I feel like I'm giving out an auction right now. So much happened inside of the smokes, and what is that round?
Auto shotgun on the T side, of course. A classic.
Yep. Definitely the most orthodox play, and here goes the attack device action. That's the only kill that comes in for Nip, is the auto shotgun on the B rush, and Dexter, well, gets his kill on Hampus. highly common. If you're a new Counter-Strike fan, just tune in. This is, of course, the Gamers Without Borders charity tournament. Well, these are some of the best teams you've got in the world, of course, taking it easy sometimes. But definitely not the most normal rounds of Counter-Strike you've ever seen, but might just work out for the Nova. Plopsky, okay, maybe there's something to this Nova purchase. As she switches out to the AWP, this is a little better in Device. I don't know how they're doing this, Alex, but NIP are in the winning seat right now. 2v1 up against Bimas, back in the murder hole. And he's going to jump out in towards short.
Device is just jumping around on Van right now. He will spot the player out, so BMAS has to try and force the issue. Looking at a couple of different angles. Plopsky playing from bench. Great pre-fire from BMAS, but he's got one more man to find. Taps the bomb again. Device is teasing him right now, but BMAS has the angle on the bomb. This has to be locked in. Device goes with the Zeus, but it's not going to pay off for him. And BMAS gets a running USP shot to close out the round, which somehow wasn't the craziest moment of the round.
Linus, he's had some nasty shots from this position before, but this time just gets spammed through the smoke. Bimas has had enough.
As has Frozen by the looks of things, but Device denies any play up mid. Hakel's AWP coming into play while Dexter goes aggressive into the apartments. Pretty good position to be in. He's going to hear these players running past, and the bomb is hand-delivered to Dexter. He decides to drop down, even chucks a nade and a molly in there for good luck. Here comes Rez, though. Oh, he slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, he's in behind. And this crack might just open up. Rez is going to go for the knife kill, though. That might just cost him because the player's elevated up above him, right? He's going to go for the 360 knife. It's the craziest play you've seen, Alex. That is his submission to the FaZe clan. We'll see if they try and steal him away. But Plopsky coming out of the apartments. Flank coming in through there. Rops finds him out. So, knife kill. Not much from the flank found, because once you commit to that, you get traded out very quickly.
I'm surprised we're not seeing any Julies or Deegs for Nip into this pistol round. It's 5
crazy.
USPs. Looks a bit more standard. Device has thrown a molly into mid, but it's the B play we've got to watch out for. Device has rotated over. Oh, this crossfire should be brutal. Hampus with the kill from below. He needs more, though, and he gets hunted down. Mousesports somehow winning these trades, but it's back to a 2v2. Plopsky with another kill, and Rops can't do it all by himself. NIP tie up the scoreline.
Because, you know, you called him out. That means he's going to do something with it, doesn't it? So, buys in. Yeah, never mind. Just not happening. BMS so quick on the deagle. Device down. And Hampus whiffed a couple of shots with the USP. Like 7 to the chest, somehow doesn't get a kill out of it. Frozen takes him out with the deagle. And Mousesports, given what they brought into this round, yeah, there should have been a bit more of a fight from NIP, but...
Also, how does Device have 54 kills on his stat track Bison? What's he been up to? With what we've been seeing from Nip in the last few rounds.
truly a genius, Alex. I'm truly a genius from what I've determined from the game so far.
Flash is over. Plopsky was dodging them by sitting behind this box. They could overlook this position, but Frozen's found 2 entries, and wow, make it a third. Frozen has some of these rounds on A-Site Mirage where he just goes crazy. This is one of them.
Yeah, he's unleashed. And the Mike 7, Hampus, this is it. This is why he's fallen in love with the weapon. It actually does something for him. He's stuck in behind a smoke, desperately gripping onto it. Device has even gone down, so it is just now Hampus, the last remaining player. But he's never alone when it's him and his Mike 7, and even at the end, it's a horrible death. I don't know if I've got ping issues or whatever, Alex. Hopefully they sort of settle. I don't know how I'll deal with that, but Frozen jumping out, dropping down, and Hampus out of play.
Lovely play from Frozen. Double entry. Oh, Dexter doing it himself. Showing us that fragging IGL capability.
The confidence, just walking straight down, getting those headshots. Frozen can definitely dish out more.
Yeah, I'll always remember Maui Snake making the tweet of, like, if your least favorite map is Mirage, it's probably because you're bad at taking aim fights, is what he said. And my least favorite map to play is Mirage, and it's because I'm bad at taking aim fights. So it actually made a lot of sense for me personally. We're into a 4v3 here. Make that a 3v3, thanks to Device somehow sneaking up on BMAS. Now Rops is going to take his turn to sneak up on Hampus. It's all sneaky beaky like here. We're
going in sneaky beaky like. Probably the best voice line in CSGO, I'd say, Alex. Oh,
I wish I could do the accent for it.
yeah, I don't even want to do it. I'd offend everybody. Biki line. That was my best shot. That was my best.
It's like Scottish or something.
Yeah.
Okay, Device.
He's got a knife kill, but quickly replied to by Acor in behind. Flash in to clear the top of the ladder. Once that's taken, they have full mid control.
Oh boy.
And their default has concluded, and they're about to walk into an empty B bomb site. NIP have no one there, and even Plopsky just missed his chance to take the kill. And Acor turns around and even finds his victim inside of Connector. And for NIP, your money's on the line. So at this point, once that bomb goes down the B site, I'm just saving into the next round.
Gotta be more excited, man.
I'm dead inside when I talk like that, Alex. When I talk in Twitch emotes, I'm dead inside.
Ooh. Nice aim from Device. Good shot back from Dexter. Everyone playing for stats at the end of the round because we all know that this is going to be Mousesports' 15th round guaranteed.
Oh!
Extra kill for Hampus at the end. Had no stats ever so slightly.
Mousesports definitely have the advantage in having that AWP, and Acor has had some very impactful moments. And what? That's a big flick down. I thought Linus had that one locked in, but Acor very quick to react to that Connector push. And now Hampus, he has been a little bit quiet here on Mirage, but this would be the time to strike from the back of the bench, but he hasn't got the info that Frozen pushed in. Luckily, Plopsky ready for it. Moves right through, finds the head, but Hampus, he's there to deny the plan. He's got a chance of the second kill, and Hampus gets away with it. Man advantage still in for Mousesports. And Device and Red start to move in tandem back into this B site.
Smoke lands right in the face of Device, so he'll be slowed down. Rez trying to see if he can get a kill or two early, but Mousesports not giving him the opportunity, and the time is ticking here. They've got to force the issue, but they're not going to be able to do it. 16-8 Mousesports in the end.
In the end, it's Mousesports to close it, looking good on Mirage. It's been a interesting best of three. Started off very one-sided for Nip, but